Why English is more than just a language. Let's be real, English is not just a subject you study in school. It's a tool, and in today's world, it's one of the most powerful tools you can have. Whether you like it or not, English has become the global language of communication, business, education, and the internet. Think about it logically. Most of the content online, courses, tutorials, research, job opportunities, is in English. If you don't understand it, you're automatically cutting yourself off from a huge amount of knowledge and opportunities. It's not about intelligence, it's about access. From a practical perspective, learning English increases your reach. You can communicate with people from different countries, understand global trends, and access better career options. It breaks limitations that are purely based on language barriers, not your actual potential. In this video, we're going to break down why learning English is important, how it impacts your career, confidence, and growth, and why ignoring it can quietly hold you back. This is not about grammar rules, it's about real-world advantage. English gives you access to global knowledge. The biggest advantage of learning English is simple: access. Most of the world's valuable knowledge is available in English. Whether it's business strategies, science, technology, or self-improvement, the highest quality content is usually created and shared in English. Think about platforms like YouTube, online courses, research papers, or even documentation for tools you're learning. The original, most detailed, and updated information is almost always in English. If you don't understand it, you're forced to rely on limited or secondhand content. From a rational perspective, this creates a gap. Two people with the same intelligence can have completely different outcomes, just because one has access to better information. English acts like a key that unlocks that access. So learning English is not about sounding fancy, it's about removing barriers. The more you understand, the more you can learn. And the more you learn, the faster you grow. English opens better career opportunities. Let's talk about real-world impact, jobs and money. In today's market, English is not optional in many careers, it's expected. Whether you're aiming for corporate jobs, freelancing, tech roles, or even content creation, English gives you a clear advantage. Companies prefer people who can communicate clearly, especially in English, because it connects them to global clients and markets. Even if your technical skills are strong, poor communication can limit your growth. On the other hand, average skills with strong communication can still open doors. From a practical standpoint, English increases your earning potential. It allows you to work with international clients, access remote jobs, and compete in a global market, not just a local one. That means more opportunities, better pay, and faster growth. So if you're serious about leveling up your career, improving your English is one of the smartest investments you can make. Because skills may get you in the game, but communication decides how far you go. English boosts your confidence. Let's talk about something deeper: confidence. A lot of people know things, have ideas, even have talent, but they hesitate to speak. Why? Because they're not comfortable expressing themselves in English, especially in public or professional settings. This creates a mental block. You start doubting yourself, even when you're capable. It's not a lack of intelligence, it's a lack of communication ability. And over time, this hesitation can hold you back from opportunities like interviews, presentations, or networking. From a psychological perspective, confidence comes from clarity of expression. When you can clearly say what you think, your brain feels in control. English becomes a bridge between your thoughts and the outside world. The stronger that bridge, the stronger your confidence. So improving your English is not just about language, it's about unlocking your voice. And once you can express yourself without fear, you automatically stand out in any environment. English helps you build better communication skills. English is not just about words, it's about how you deliver ideas. When you learn English properly, you also learn structure, clarity, and flow in communication. This improves the way you explain things, ask questions, and connect with people. Think about it practically. In interviews, meetings, or even casual conversations, the person who communicates clearly always has an advantage. It's not about speaking fast or using difficult words, it's about being understood. And English gives you that universal platform. From a logical point of view, communication is one of the most valuable skills in life. It affects your career, relationships, and opportunities. If people understand you easily, they trust you more, respect you more, and are more likely to work with you. So learning English is like upgrading your communication system. You don't just speak, you impact. And in a world where ideas matter, the ability to express them clearly is a superpower. English connects you to the world. English is basically the bridge language of the world. People from different countries, cultures, and backgrounds often use English as a common medium to communicate. That means if you know English, your network is no longer limited to your local area, it becomes global. Think about it: traveling, working remotely, interacting online, collaborating on projects. All of this becomes easier when you can communicate in English. You're no longer restricted by geography. You can connect, learn, and grow with people from anywhere. From a practical standpoint, opportunities today are global. Freelancing, remote jobs, international business, all require communication across borders. English allows you to participate in this global system instead of being left out of it. So learning English is not just about language, it's about expanding your reach. The more people you can connect with, the more opportunities you create for yourself. English improves your learning speed. Here's something most people don't realize: learning English doesn't just give you knowledge, it actually makes you learn faster. Once you understand English, you can directly consume original content without waiting for translations or simplified versions. Think about it logically. If a new technology, trend, or idea comes out today, it will first appear in English. People who understand English get early access. Others have to wait until it gets translated, simplified, or explained later. That delay can cost opportunities. From a practical angle, faster learning means faster growth. Whether you're studying data analysis, coding, business, or anything else, English helps you access better resources instantly. You can learn from global experts instead of being limited to local sources. So English is not just a skill, it's a multiplier. It speeds up your learning, which speeds up your progress. And in a competitive world, speed matters. English increases your digital power. Let's talk about the internet, because that's where most opportunities are today. The reality is simple: English dominates the internet. From websites to apps, from tutorials to tools, most of the digital world runs in English. If you don't understand English, your digital experience becomes limited. You miss out on better tools, advanced features, and high-quality content. But once you understand it, your efficiency increases instantly. You can search better, learn faster, and solve problems on your own. From a practical perspective, digital skills are the future, whether it's freelancing, content creation, coding, or data analysis. And English acts as a base layer for all of this. It allows you to fully utilize the internet instead of just consuming basic content. So if you want to become powerful in the digital world, English is not optional, it's essential. Because the more you understand, the more control you have. How to start learning English. Now let's get practical. Knowing that English is important is useless if you don't actually start. So instead of overthinking, follow a simple system. First, focus on daily exposure. Listen to English videos, podcasts, and read simple content every day. Even 15 to 20 minutes is enough to start. Second, don't chase perfection. Most people delay speaking because they fear mistakes. That's the biggest mistake. Language is a skill, not a theory. You improve by using it, not by waiting to become perfect. Speak broken English if needed, but speak. Third, build vocabulary naturally. Instead of memorizing random words, learn words from context. When you watch or read something, notice how words are used. This helps you remember faster and use them correctly in real life. Finally, stay consistent. You don't need talent, you need repetition. Small daily efforts will compound over time. Within a few months, you'll see a clear difference in your understanding and confidence. English is a tool, use it wisely. At this point, one thing should be clear: English is not about status, it's about access and opportunity. It's a tool that can open doors to knowledge, careers, global connections, and personal growth. And like any tool, its value depends on how you use it. You don't need to become perfect or sound like a native speaker. You just need to become functional and confident. Focus on understanding, expressing, and improving step by step. Over time, fluency will come naturally. Remember this: people are not held back because they lack intelligence, but because they lack access and communication. English removes that barrier. It allows your real potential to come forward without being limited by language. So start today, learn consistently, speak without fear, and improve daily. Because once you master this tool, you don't just learn a language, you expand your entire world.